Judge granted bond today for the woman accused of making a fake 911 call just before the death of Atlanta rapper Young Scooter. Demetria Spence waived her first court appearance following her Tuesday arrest. Atlanta police arrested her after putting out a call for help to identify the person on the other end of a 911 call from Friday, March 28th. The caller claimed there were armed men at a home in Lakewood Heights and said they saw a naked woman being dragged inside.
A girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away and they're holding her. She's being held hostage.
Police say when they got to the home, Kenneth Bailey, who goes by Young Scooter, ran away. The Fulton County Medical Examiner says he later died from an injury to his leg, which he likely got while trying to jump a fence. Police say they could not confirm any of the reports made in that 911 call. Spence's bail has been set at $7,500, and the judge ordered her to stay away from the scene as well as any witnesses. Meanwhile, Bailey's family released a statement saying in part, Young Scooter was more than just a hip-hop artist. He was a phenomenal father and mentor to a lot of Atlanta youth pursuing both sports and music. He always encouraged his children and the youth to pursue their dreams no matter what. They are asking for privacy at this time.
Now, there are people who get things done and people that have things happen to them. And then there are people who draw it upon themselves. Check this out. Update. Right before your lunch break, bond granted for woman accused of making false 911 call before Young Scooter's death. Atlanta, a Fulton County judge granted bond for a woman who police said made a false 911 call before the death of an Atlanta rapper. Police arrested Demetria Spence on Tuesday. She had her first appearance on Wednesday in Fulton County Magistrate Court, where a judge granted her $7,500 surety bond. As of right now, Thursday morning, Fulton County jail records show that Spence has not posted bail. Let's go look. So, yeah, we good right here. Let's go ahead. Let's put that last name in. Clickety click, 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 click. And let's put that first name in there. Clickety click, click, click. We get to searching. We don't see nothing. Wow. There she goes. She's right there. She's still there, booked. God, dog, baby. All them good looks you got. Come on, let's go a little bit further. Let's take it out, check it out, check it out. This is just further proof that she's in there. So the news ain't lying. I guess y'all look at City Nash as the news now. You feel me? She's still in there. So I just want y'all to understand, Demetria Spence has already did what she needed to do as far as see the judge. But she got another one coming up on the 24th. But hey, let's get into this content.
Hey, yo, you. Can you subscribe and turn on that bell too? Because when you do, you're helping unbiased, independent news.
So let me say this before we get started. Shout out to the Packers, the Brewers, the Bucks, the Admirals, the Badgers, and the Golden Eagles. Done there? Cool. Why would you say that, City Nash? Shout out all them Wisconsin teams. Well, yeah. There's a theory out there that she can't make bail because she's from Wisconsin. She's from Milwaukee. So shout out to Giannis, shout out to Damian Lillard. Y'all might want to bail your girl out. If I was y'all, I'd stay far away from this. So there's that. She can't make bail. She can't really do anything. So there's that. She has to wait until she sees the judge, which means she has to figure out who her people are and who can vouch for her and make these things work. Now, you done already swatted somebody. When you bond and everything like that, I ain't bonding nobody out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I done put the money up and I left it to the people. You know what I mean? Homeboys, girlfriends typically get the bread and go bond them out. But from what I remember when Young Thug bonded out, they wanted to put his address public. So what about her, Addie? Now, guaranteed people are going to want to yell, say things, tell her everything that she's not and all this stuff. I doubt anybody's going to do any harm to her because you got to be an idiot to do type of stuff like that. But who knows? Some of y'all people, you know, I would implore you not to touch that woman, I would implore you not to go over to her address that you can find online. I would implore you not to do that. And I'm being completely honest. I don't want people to go out there and then do and say certain things and stuff like that. Let justice run its course, because ultimately, and I know y'all gonna get mad at this, but had Scooter never ran, he would still be alive. Now, as I said, I think he just didn't want to sit there and freaking be detained for that long and possibly taken to jail, because even his son has said, yeah, man, I was sitting in the back of the squad car for hours. So, you know, he could have thought, man, they finna do a raid. They finna go through all of this crap. Ain't nothing here, bruh. They gonna try to hold us and detain us and then let us go in the morning. That the more I think about it, the more I'm more leaning to that, because they didn't find any drugs or anything like that. And breaking news, they ain't releasing that body cam footage either, because they're possibly going to be sued by the family of young Scooter. Because as George Chidi said, and I don't even like George Chidi, I'm gonna be fair, but when he do good, he do good. I don't care if I like you or don't. He said basically the friend D that was there, they let that man bleed out. This article comes from the Atlanta Objective by check him out and give him the credit that he deserves. Young Scooter and the next Rico. 2 young black men died Friday in Lakewood. One adds to our list of lost artists. The other may add to our list of indicted ones. When the headline reads, Atlanta rapper dies from running from officers, it entices the reader to reduce the incident to a sign that street life in Atlanta carries lethal dangers, to simplify it, and then to dismiss it. But Kenneth Bailey, the rapper Young Scooter, did not lead a life that should have led to his death, and his friends say that the police response to a fake report of a kidnapping contributed to his death. I don't mean to suggest someone has to be the next incarnation of Mr. Rogers to merit sympathy, but I want to acknowledge the assumptions we make about rappers in Atlanta, given how frequently they and the people near them seem to meet tragic ends. Those assumptions are misplaced here. A 911 caller claimed that a woman had been dragged into a house and that gunshots had been fired. Police said. That call led police to a quiet cul-de-sac in the Lakewood neighborhood in South Atlanta. The call appears on first pass to be a fabrication. Police said no woman was found as a hostage at the residence. I requested a copy of 911 recording, and it will add to the story here when I get it. During the process of establishing the perimeter, 2 males fled out of the rear of the house, said the Atlanta Police Department in its initial statement following Bailey's death. 1 male returned back into the house. The other male jumped 2 fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid, and he was transported to Grady Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. APD's statement elides over a delay in medical treatment that bears examination. This is where it gets deep. I want y'all to understand, this right here is about to probably piss you off. A friend of Bailey's, who identified himself as D, said police held the injured man for about 35 minutes before an ambulance arrived. D pointed at the bloodstains on the concrete carport of the next house door where police held Young Scooter. After 15 minutes, another police car pulled up right there, D said. They picked Young Scooter up, put him in the car, and then took him right here. And then took him back out of the car and put him back on the ground. The neighborhood has ring cameras. D's account can be corroborated. D and I walked the perimeter trying to better understand how Bailey might have hurt himself. The property has a wooded break nearby. A neighbor's wooden fence has one slat partially dislodged. Oh, wow. Okay. Police say Young Scooter injured his leg while climbing a fence as he ran from the house, as the average middle age might do. Friday was his 39th birthday. A break in the tibia that leads to a puncture of a main artery can easily kill. Any review of this incident should look at how much urgency police place on medical treatment. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation has take over review of Bailey's death. Police said no. While it is illegal to flee from the police at a traffic stop, it is no crime simply to run from the police at a house in Georgia unless you're already under arrest or police have an arrest warrant. And Scooter's Wikipedia page references a drug trafficking charge from 2008. If Bailey was convicted of it, I can't find it, or any other criminal convictions involving drug or violence. Nor was he involved in the increasingly lethal gang conflicts of South Atlanta. He had been on probation for brief periods in his youth for relatively minor and arguably disputable crimes more than 20 years ago.
He was once arrested on a probation violation by a police officer at a traffic stop. It requires no leap of logic after that to understand why he might want to limit his contact with police, his friend said. Just like right now, if we're sitting in front of this house right now and the police pulled up, your scooter could have nothing on him, or scooter could have 90,000 on him. He's still going to act like he's street, said his friend Sonny, who stays at the house where police were called. Sonny said his friends called Bailey street. Sonny wasn't at home when the police arrived. The house is no trap, and the presence of police at the door was surprising. He said, "What the hell is going on? Like, bro, nobody even comes to this house," Sonny said. Like, literally, we just sit here and smoke weed and watch March Madness, right? I don't even know why the hell they're here. A friend called to say Bailey had been hurt and was in emergency surgery at Grady. In the 10 minutes between that call and Sonny's rushed arrival to the hospital, Bailey had died. Police held 2 people from the front house for about 12 hours before releasing them, he said. Nobody ever got charged with nothing, Sonny said. It was just a whole case that y'all just surround my man, and literally, bro, we just lost a whole legend just off nothing at all. Bailey is the father of 4 children, the youngest of which is 4 years old, Sonny said, born in the dirt road poverty in South Carolina. Young Scooter emerged in the East Atlanta rap renaissance in the early 2000s that produced Gucci Mane, 21 Savage, and Rich Homie Quan. He was a prolific mixtape artist and signed to Waka Flocka Fame's imprint of Gucci Mane's 1017 Records. Yeah, we ain't finna do all that. So, if he bled out because y'all transport him in the car, took him out the car, transport him out the car, took him out the car, and the way that y'all rendered aid was literally slow as hell, because you got to remember, 2 to 3 minutes he can bleed out. And my theory starts to go, all right, he punctured his leg with some wood on a plank from a space that was open. So, all right, cool. But how do we know there was not a rush to go ahead and get him that tourniquet? What if it took them about 2 minutes to bring that over there? That's an immense amount of blood that has been lost. The more I think about this, the more scarier it gets that they were so pissed off, that they were so out of shape, that they couldn't do anything. Why else would you brag to this man's son and try to lighten up the situation? Yeah, man, your father, he almost got away from us. If he would have hit that other fence, he would have been gone. Really, nigga? I didn't even mean to drop the N-word. I'm sorry. But, yeah, bruh. It's just the more I think about this crap, bruh, the fact that we haven't seen the video means to me that they're preparing for the worst as far as lawsuit go, because this right here, I'm damn near guaranteeing it's going to shock everybody. It's going to show some athleticism. You know what I mean? It's definitely going to show some athleticism. You're probably going to see this. Cop walks up, peers to the right, sees that he's running. They run after him, kick the gate, get over the fence, and then see him basically get over that fence, take a long time to hop over that fence, start to arrest him, put the handcuffs on him. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Hop the fence, put the cuffs on him. Probably took about 45 seconds. And then after that, right there, he's probably complaining and, you know, hey, bro, my leg, man, my leg is bleeding, it's bleeding, it's bleeding. Tick-tock, 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 another 30 seconds. 1 minute and 5 seconds already passed. He can bleed out between 2 to 4 minutes. Hey, man, hey, we gotta, he's bleeding. Where's he bleeding at? What is this? Oh, snap. Hey, yeah, hold on. We got to get a tourniquet. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. About 1 minute and 29 seconds now gone past. Think about that. About 1 minute and 29 seconds pass before they even think to go get the tourniquet. So now they going to get it. Now they come back. Probably took another, 30 seconds? So now what are we at, 1:59? Man, the more I think about this stuff, bro, the more I think that's what it is. And since he bled out for dang near 2 minutes, that time that they took is precious. Now, once again, there are going to be people who say, bruh, he shouldn't have ran. I get it. I understand. But I do got to show him some type of grace. Like, bro, it was your birthday, homie. So I ain't really mad at that. But she ain't getting no bond. She need to sit in jail for a while. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but I found it interesting how nobody called none of these people a snitch that did what they did when they spoke about it. I'm not tripping, trust me. I'm all for that because I don't believe when it comes to women that calling the police on women is technically snitching. But there are some people who put their hands on women and then make videos and try to call other people snitches, but they turn around and beat on women and go to jail for that and always talking to the police, which I don't believe if you're talking to the police, you're snitching. It just depends on if you get people convicted of certain things. But neither here nor there. Yeah, man, I think he bled out that way, and she ain't getting bond. And since she ain't getting bond, she gonna be sitting in that jail cell for a while, and she a Rice Street, baby. We know how horrible Rice Street is. This is one of those rare times where you root for the conditions of Rice Street. But, man, I hope she got a lot of pain and regret in her voice for swatting them people because she shouldn't have did that, bro. You ugly as hell, and it matches your spirit. It matches your soul. And it's unfortunate because an Atlanta legend is gone for no fucking reason. Because some bride couldn't stay and see her homegirl get her cheeks clapped and look better than her because, boy, she probably went in there and, oh, yeah, let me fix my weave. Let me powder my face with extra hard makeup. He gonna want me too. Them niggas got money, so paying for coochie, I'm not really tripping on that. It is what it is. But subscribe, turn on bell, stay notified, share to keep your people aware. We are giving away $250 to 4 lucky people when we hit that 250K. But we gotta hit it this month. Make sure you share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on bell, stay notified, and hit that like button like you like something. If you hate the video, tell me why you hate it. What did we do wrong?
Yeah, man, we just hit 200K. We on our way to 300, man. Subscribe today so you can find out how you can win an Xbox or a PlayStation, man. The details are on the way.
This is how you know somebody is literally going to be in the drawing. Robin Minter, check him out, man. All we do is go down and we look and we see his subscriptions. Who does he have? That's Seti Nash right here. What also happens, take that off. Top commenter. That right here, public subscriber. So that's what you got to do, and make sure you share each video, and then you'll be entered to win. Shout out to Mike. Good luck.
Subscribe, turn on bell, stay notified, and share to keep your people aware. I'll catch you on the next one.